have here banana smoothie. Well, not yet, but I'm going to tell you what I have here. So I have about 5 bananas here, 5 dates, spinach, little bit spirulina. You don't need to put these powders like spirulina, chlorella, whatever. They're not necessary, but I just like to taste them. Sometimes I just put them in my smoothies. And the water, and it's super good. Right now it's my favorite. Sometimes, I put some berries, mango, whatever in my smoothies as well. But in the winter time, when there's not much, fruit available, then bananas are my staple. And basically I do a lot of smoothie variations. And this is right now my favorite. So let's blend this up and eat it. Okay, this is my ready smoothie. Don't mind my hair, I just showered, so whatever. This is my ready smoothie. Let's try it. 1 spinach leaf. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so nice. Perfect. Like sweetness, but the greens give this little bit freshness to it, and oh my god, this is so good. I'm going to drink all of it. Now, no restriction here, eating abundantly, so we can, feel best and feel energized, feel fueled, carved up. So I'm going to drink it, and yeah. And we're done. I finished it with like 15 minutes. It was so good. So I cut up some veggies. I'm going to make mandarin and carrot juice here, some turmeric and some ginger as well, just to start my mornings out before running or some exercise. I just do it once in a week, and I have like for basically 7 days of juice. So it's nice to have something. I still make my meals like eating and not juicing all the time. It just like starts my day, something hydrating first thing in the morning, and to get more nutrients in the winter time as well. It's a good alternative. And here I have green juice, lots of kale, celery, apple, cucumber, a little bit spinach, and green juice and orange juice. And let's make it. It's so good. Wow. You can feel turmeric, ginger, carrot, clementines, mandarins. We say mandarins, but yeah. Comment down below how you say clementines or mandarins, or what else is there. Try it out, really. It's so good. Mango. Ciao. So let's talk about Candida today. I have had many experiences with Candida. Mainly when I was younger, I had Candida overgrowth in my vagina area. Often it got itchy and was maybe painful even to have sex, and it disturbed me that way. And a few years after that, I experienced fungus in my skin. Mostly I got it from tropical environments. My skin is not used to this kind of warm climate, and you're going to sweat a lot, and if you don't have clothes like cotton clothes that are breathing, then you can get fungus in your skin. It's about what kind of environment is in your body, and is it more acceptable to the fungus. Like if you're going to be on the rainforests, there is like this humid, wet, warm climate that is perfect for fungus overgrowth. So how we can deal with Candida or fungus? What helped me was I went to fruit-based diet. I eliminated all the foods that kind of create acidic environment in my body. It's very, very comfortable for them to grow in your body when your body has acidic environment. So what it means, most foods that create acidic environment is meat. Meat is the most acidic food out there for humans. All the dairy, egg, proteins, even highly processed vegan food can be very acidic for our body. And even fats like nuts and seeds can create over time, if we have them together, fats and fruits, sugars, then we create this acidic environment there. So we want alkaline environment. We want a lot of oxygen in our body. It's very, very hard for the diseases grow in our body when our body is alkaline. So when you want to get rid of Candida or fungus, then keep your diet very, very low fat, and I mean it, like super low fat, no avocado even, no nuts and seeds. Have as many carbs as you want, whole foods, fruits, veggies, even potatoes, rice. I would leave out gluten, and coffee and tea. Caffeine overall can create acidic environment. You don't need to be fully fat-free for your whole life, but like a month or two, it depends. Overall, I like to be whole year round super low fat, but there is definitely periods where I'm eating more fat. So today you saw I was eating a lot of bananas, smoothie, juices. In the evening, I usually have potatoes, buckwheat, or salads. Mostly, I'm raw, but here in the winter time, I have had some potatoes, some warmer foods, but still low fat and super alkaline, keeping it alkaline. And what is alkaline foods? Fruits, veggies, whole foods. They are alkaline for our body. And over time, fungus, Candida, they don't have the environment to overgrowth. We still have Candida fungus in our body. It's natural, but the overgrowth can start making complications in our body. So definitely for some time, keep it super low fat. If you're not ready to do a super fruit-based diet like I do, then slowly start to include more fruits, more veggies. Make your mornings fruit-based, like smoothies, maybe some juice, something hydrating for the body, and keep it super hydrated throughout the day as well. Drink water, drink juices, fruits throughout the day. This as well creates alkaline environment, a lot of oxygen in our body. We need that, so keep it fresh and hydrating the whole day. And lunch, you can do a salad, leafy greens, cucumber, tomatoes, some kind of low-fat sauce. This is the key as well. You can do some dates and lemon juice, something like that. Or you can buy some organic coconut yogurt, low-fat. This is very good alternative as well. I like to do my salads with this. And you can put some corn or something in to get a little bit denser, but you don't have to. And in the evening you can have some potatoes, some warm food, maybe soup, but keep it fat-free. Don't put any oils, nothing fatty in your food. And your body slowly starts to eliminate bad bacteria from your body. And honestly, you don't need to do some extreme juice fasts, whatever. Your body completely understands what to do if we keep the right tools for the body. So definitely just Keep your life stress-free as well, and just do some movement, go sweat, do some running or go to sauna. Give your body the time to heal, rest more, and of course keep your diet super clean for some time. When you're feeling healthy again, ready again, then you can start adding more fats. Overall, it's good to hold your fat low all the time, but you know, here and there, nuts, seeds, avocados is super healthy as well. Don't obsess too much about it. But definitely that time when the Candida or fungus are the worst, then keep the fats low and your body does the work. Definitely it goes way more quicker than with any other diet or pills or whatever. And of course we are different. Some maybe need some more advanced guidance. We have different situations, diseases. So I hope it was helpful for you. Just trust the journey, trust nature. Nature provides us with amazing healing foods. We just need to trust. Listen more, what do you want? What do you need? Our body knows exactly, but we are not able to listen because nobody hasn't taught us how to work with our body. So definitely we need some people to tell us what to do, but take this as a guide. Don't take it as a super strict rules. This is your journey. You eventually know what is the best for you, but this is ultimately the quickest way to get there, and it has helped a lot of people, including me. Let's get healthier quickly and we can be our best selves.
I've been like trying so hard to keep us together, and I'm like, yeah. I literally don't even want to move back in with him.
In Madison Square Garden, the beginning of a new city on a hill.
So this is my dinner today. I just craved a big salad, so I put a bunch of lettuce here, cucumber, tomatoes, a little bit coconut yogurt, corn and green peas and seasoning, and oh my god, it's so delicious. Really good, just so simple yet so yummy. I'm going to enjoy that, and we're going to watch maybe something, and then, you know, maybe we do an evening walk as well, but it's so dark. But have a nice day, evening, whatever it is for you, and let's see you on our next video.